We're back with a serious video on a actual topic, and today we're going to calculate the day of the week given a specific month, year, and day. Now, this was done by a video by the guy Be Smart, and he made all the graphics for this video. Now, if we go down here and grab this, I'm going to be answering some of the questions from that video, and his channel will be in the description below. Now, to calculate the day of the week given the specific month, day, and year, is you go look on this chart, grab this, and you want to watch this video on explaining all this stuff. But this is basically turning it into math. Now, a few of the questions that I had while trying to attempt this method was like, what if it's below 12 and stuff, and I'm going to be answering some of the questions about those. So one of the questions that I look back on the video is, how do you determine the century code? Now, the century code is basically this, and because let's say Friday is a 5 and it's a 5's day, it's a 5. The century code will be 5 for these years. Sunday's code is Monday, so that's 0, and that will be 0 because it's a Sunday. Tuesday is a 2 because it's Tuesday, haha. And Wednesday is 3, so that goes here, and that's how you determine the century code. So now, let's say we're posed with this right here, September 7th, 2007. Now, here's how he did it. So, this thumb right here, it might have gotten confusing for you, but that's how many days from the Doomsday. So since the Doomsday is the 5th of September, that means that it's 2 away from 7. So this thumb will be 2. So our first number we add up is 2. Plus then the index finger is for how many times 12 goes into the year. Sorry. The index finger is for the code, so because 2000 is a Tuesday. I'm making so many mistakes. Since it's a 2, the century code is 2, so 2 goes right here. Now we keep going. The middle finger is for how many times 12 goes into 07, the last part of the year. So, like if we had 2007 written here, this part is 2 because we find it on the chart right here, and this part will be 0 because 12 does not go into 7 evenly, so plus 0. And then the last part of this is you want to find the remainder of how many times, of this number right here. So since 0 goes in 0 times, that's a remainder of 7. So plus 7. Plus then we take 4 because because years repeat and leap years and stuff. And that will be how many times 4 goes into the remainder, which is, this case is 7. So it goes in 1 time. Now if you add these all up, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this is equal to 12. Then you want to divide this, well, subtract, because if you divide, you will never get a Monday. So you want to subtract 7 as many times until it gets below 6, because 6 through. So this will equal 5, and it is a Friday. And yes, according to Wolfram Alpha, it was Friday, September 7th. Another thing I want to clarify that got me a few times was, like, what are these, like, so, one thing that got me was the pinky, which is how many times 4 goes into the remainder of 12, which was, I thought it was how many, like, the remainder of how many times, like, was left of this. So let's say it was, like, 08, then that would, I thought it was, like, remainder 0, so it would be 0 at the end. But actually, it's how many times 4 goes into 8, and 2 would actually be our answer. 2 would actually be our answer. Another thing I want to point out is that 4, this number will never be greater than 2, so it will be, it will never be greater than 2, because 8, and then after that, it will be 12, which obviously you cannot have a remainder 12 if 12 goes into a number entirely with no remainder. So let me show you an example of this real quick. So with June 15th, 2012, the code number is 2, so as we can see it's Tuesday, because 2012. So this first finger is a 2, because it's 2000. And then plus, well, actually, that's the thumb. Yeah, this is the year code. Since it's 6 for the 6th month, which is June, it will be 9. So the thumb will be 9 in this case. Sorry for this. This is Microsoft Paint, by the way. So that is 9 away. And plus, let's see, so 12 goes into 2012 evenly, which would be 1 plus remainder 0. 4 cannot go into it at all, so it's also 0. And actually, I just realized this is not what I was gonna show. But anyway, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this is also a Friday, because it's 5. You can look that up. I'm not gonna fact check it, but I think it is a Friday. So let's think of September 4th, 2023. So our code number is 2, because Tuesday. Also, another thing I want to show you is, if this number is greater than the day, you subtract. So you would subtract 1 off your final answer. So this will be off your, like, subtract 1 off your final answer. Is that how you, yeah, that's how you read it. So then, I don't want to confuse you there, hopefully. So 1 minus 2 plus, let's see, so we go to the middle finger, and we want to see how many times it goes in once. No, it goes in, yeah, it goes in once, ha ha ha, with 11 left over. Now, as you can see, that this 11, 4 goes into 11 2 times, with a 3 as a remainder. 3 is the remainder. We don't care about that. We care about this, the 2. So plus 2. So if you add all these up, so I usually add these up. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 14, 15, 16, minus 1, which is 15, it's 15. 7 goes into 15 2 times, with 1 left over. Now, since it's Monday, because it's one day, and that is your final answer, Another thing I noticed was February being off. So 2, 28, and 29. Now, these, well, you always subtract from here. But, another doomsday in this month that I noticed was Valentine's Day, which was 2/14 slash something. But it's 2/14. And you can find your numbers off of there. Now, if your numbers are negative, you want to go back from the calendar to this way. So let me attempt one. I actually haven't had much experience doing this, but let's try this. February 6th, 2005. That's gonna be a 2. I will try to get a different one of these, but February 6th, 2005. So, actually, so if we subtract from 14, we will get 9. So, that's minus 9 will be what we subtract from our entire day here. So, excuse Discord, it's kind of blowing up right now. Anyway, oh yeah, I muted it by the way. Anyway, okay, so we were calculating, so 2 will be the year. So 2 plus, how many times is 12 going to 5? 0 times with 5 left over, plus 1 because 4 goes into 5 one time with 1 left over, but we know that if we are always taking how many ever times it goes in. So this is our final answer, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and as you can see, it's going to be a negative 1. Now, I'm pretty sure that would be... Would it be a Friday? Here, let's check this. According to Wolfram Alpha, it's a Sunday, so I will get back to you with a video on how to calculate things in February. That's strange. Should I do this right? 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 9 days from there. 9 days from 14. 9, yeah, that's right? You subtract that. And, oh, wait, I'm stupid, aren't I? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Oh, it's 8. Oh. You get 0. Ah, okay, let's find another one. I messed up. Let's try February 3rd, 2007. Now, 14, 13, 12, 11. So we will minus 11 from our final answer. Subtract 11. Year code is 2, because it's off of here. How many times does 12 go into 07? 0 times with 7 left over. And 4 goes into 7 one time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 11. Now, this should be a Saturday. Because 10 minus 11 is negative 1. Well, let's see what Wolfram Alpha says. Yes, in fact, it is a Saturday. I just messed up on the first one because I got one number off. That's what I keep doing. I don't know why, but anyway, let's try a date like 1941. So let's say, I don't know. Well, we know when the bombing of Pearl Harbor was. So that was December 7th, 1941. We know that the year code for 1900 is a 3. So, 3. And the doomsday is 12. So, 12 minus 7 is 5. And we will subtract 5 from our final answer. Now, if you add the, how many times is 12 going to 41, it goes in 3 times, with how many left over, which is 5. 4 goes into 5, 1 time, and you close the parentheses off. 6, 11, 12, minus 5, which is 7. And you always want to subtract the 7, because none day. You do not want to, like, 7 goes into 7 one time, because you will never get Sunday. You will always get Monday. You want to subtract 7 from your final answer until it gets below 6. Okay, so since we have a really small community, I want to say, leave a comment in the description, leave a comment below, and I will answer in either a video, or I'll just answer right there. But please do check out this video from Be Smart, because he explains most of it a lot better than I do. A lot of the questions in the comments, I just answered. That's all I really did. And this is the John H. Conway method. There's other methods like the Lewis Carroll method, or I don't know. This is like the only method I know, because I'm really new to this. But I solve a lot of my own problems, as well as I left comments below this video. If you want to check those comments out, they're probably one of the newest ones, because I just made this video, like, 2 days after I put comments down there. So, and other practice that you can do is you can watch a YouTube video, and before you watch it, you can just, you know, use the dates, like, let's say June 22nd, 2022. You could calculate that using this method. So it would be 12, 8, 18, well, you gotta add the days, which I can't actually do that too fast. It's 16, by the way, ha ha ha, take that, plus, what is it, 1, because 2022, plus 10, and you can get your answer from doing this, which is 26, 27, 20, 29, divide by, subtract, I'm sorry, 29, subtract 7, but if it doesn't go in perfectly, you don't have to actually worry about that. So, this video that was made that day will be on a Monday, because it's Monday, and 7, here, I'll come over here, and 7 goes into 29, 4 times, 28, 1, and 1 day is a Monday. And this is your final answer. And you can check me on that one, but I think it's a Monday, or a 1 day, but definitely watch this video, definitely.